Welcome to Leah's Tribe. Today we're going to talk about food and hormones. Why? Why are we going to talk about food and hormones? One, because I am going to be 49 this month, and I know that my body has already made some changes and things are happening and all that. And two, because most of my clients and members in my 21-day challenge happen to be around my age. So food and hormones go hand in hand, and I think it's an important topic. So I started doing a little more research because I wanted to make sure that what I see and what I see with my clients and what I read and understand is true. Plant-based eating, like really being mindful of animal products, women reduce their hot sweats, their like night sweats and hot flashes, all that by like 84%. Think about that. 84%, and you can change your hormones, right? So here's a story about that. Myself, when I decided to try eating plant-based for 1 month and see if I felt any different. And I not only lost weight, I made so many changes, like my body, I just felt stronger, had more energy and all that. But 2 weeks before that, I had gone to my OBGYN. Now, this was about 3 years ago. And things were started, but I was having night sweats. I was wetting the bed a few days during the week. It was getting annoying. I was like, what the hell? Because I was eating clean. I was eating my organic meat and my organic, yogurt and eggs and all that. But so I go to the doctor, and of course, I don't get answers. I'm told that I might be too young to already have my changes starting, and that she has no idea why this would be happening. Fast forward a week later, I see Game Changer. It changes the way I'm thinking about meat, and it makes me say to myself, listen, I'm already trying to eat super healthy. Get off of fair. I'm trying to already eat super healthy, and I'm trying to find better ways of eating for myself, right? So I do this 30-day challenge. Within the first week, I stop having night sweats completely. Like, not doing my sheets 3-4 times during the week, like body change. And so within the first few weeks of going plant-based, I realized the benefits to it. It was huge. I mean, in Game Changer, there's a lot of talk about men and testosterone and how animal hormones affect men. This stuff is true. Like, you take animal hormones out of your diet and see what happens to your body. It's huge. So 84%, when I saw that this morning, I was like, okay, if I could tell anybody, and I see it, when I go to plant-based groups and women are talking about how they don't have hot flashes and that their bodies have changed because they've taken it out. That's not just plant-based. Like, there's a whole, like, a bunch of benefits to being, to really just timing your eating and the way that you eat each day, and doing something called intermittent fasting, literally closing in a window, making it so that you don't have to eat from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, right? I mean, the idea is we have a certain amount of time that our body needs to recover from what we're eating and what we're doing. But if we're constantly putting food in it, we're only growing and really not allowing our body to rest and heal. So intermittent fasting, I mean, it's a tool. I say it over and over. And because if you can eat in an 8-hour window, push off breakfast, somewhere eat. Most people do this from like 11 to 7, 12 to 8. You start in an 8-hour window. Maybe you have to go 6. Maybe you have to go a little bit more. But the idea behind it is, again, hormones, head clearing. Like, there's so many benefits to intermittent fasting for men and women and our hormones. So, along with, um, oh, and then here's another thing, right? I'm talking about our times eating, letting our bodies heal. Did you know that it takes about 15 minutes to 2 hours for someone who is plant based to digest their food? Because plants don't need the time that meat needs. And then all meat and all that need different times. It could take up to 2 days for your body to digest meat, fish. I mean, that's chicken, that's all of it, right? Whereas when your body can just digest it and move on to the next thing, you're healing your body, you're eating better, all that. So, to me, here's two examples of, okay, so one example was my night sweats. I have a client who came to me who has been battling and dealing with cancer. And she's lost up to 40 pounds. She's done amazing. This transition and transformation has become to the place where she's now plant-based and she's fasting and she's doing what she's doing. And she goes to the doctor and she gets her blood work done, and her blood work goes in a completely different direction. And it's because of the way she changed her eating. Her doctors asked her, "What are you doing?" And she said, 2 months ago, I started eating plant-based and I started intermittent fasting. And she put all these pieces together. So to me, that alone, I mean, there's just so many benefits to not doing that, to plant-based and intermittent fasting for our health, that it doesn't make any sense to not try it. All right. So we're going to go on to, I'm getting so worked up. Oh, here's another one. Here's another story that came to me today because she's one of my clients. And I relate to her in so many ways. She was working with a nutritionist, dietitian, somebody who was getting her on a meal plan of eating every few hours. I hear it all the time, right? You know, oh, I was told to eat this hour, this hour. I'm tired of eating. I'm like, why? Why? If you just eat in a small amount of window and eat better quality food, you're going to lose weight. So she came to me. She thought this was going to be, you know, it was going to work, and it did. She got fasting. She started plant-based. She started a morning routine. She's dropped 15 pounds. Last week or 2 weeks ago, she went away, and one of her wins was that she felt comfortable in her bathing suit, and like, you know, she's been sleeping better, doing better, like everything. Today she's going for her first tattoo, and I remember for myself, like when I lost, and it, you know, she said to me, "I'm not at the goal weight that I want to be," and I was, you know, I feel like a bit of a failure, and it's, how? You know, like this whole thing is a journey. You don't know. And even when I thought like the same thing. I'm getting my first big tattoo, and I really, you know, I've gotten to the place where I feel comfortable and I can do this, and then to be so down on yourself and to realize that really it's just a process, right? And so it's super exciting to see and work with people who are changing their heads, changing their bodies, changing their health. And one of the things that I have been doing since March 1st, it was kind of like a quick brainchild. Like I was just like, I need to do something for my birthday. I need to kind of gear up what I do and make sure everything's working so that I'm eating clean and I'm fasting and I'm working out and I'm taking care of my head and I'm doing these pieces, right? And so for myself, it's kind of like a little birthday gift for myself. Why not? At one point, I was going all the other way, right? I mean, drinking, smoking, anxiety, fun, all that. So 49, I feel like this is my kind of thing. At one point, it was that tattoo for my birthday. Um, and then what happened was I started telling my clients, I started putting it out there, and I started having people who were interested. And I realized that 21-day challenge that I was doing for myself, I could do with others and just kind of, again, within 21 days, fine tune it. So I have clients and members who are losing 10 pounds within 21 days, who are adding morning routines, writing in a journal, playing around with meditation, starting stretching, doing things that they haven't done for themselves in the first half an hour or hour of the morning by waking up just a little early, right? And working out with me every day, because I do hit a Zoom button. Now I hit a Facebook group button, and I work out with whoever can make it to the live, and there it is if you need the recorded. And along with that, helping like personalized attention on getting intermittent fasting down, because it's the tool. If you can eat clean and know the food that you're eating, then the fasting becomes an everyday routine, and you lose and get healthy. So that's the 21-day challenge. What's amazing is I already have people who are asking me about April, and I am already working with my social media manager again. I was working with her a few months ago, and we're back to it. And so we're putting pieces together for the April challenge. So I'm excited because I'm applying what I'm learning, and April is gonna be that much better. But isn't that what it's about? It's 1% better. We gotta learn from what we're doing, and this is what we are. And the food part, I feel like I'm all over the place. Yesterday I roasted some beets. I know this goes all over to the different part, but I'm gonna bring it all in. And we still have a lot of coffee to clean up. What I wanted to do was just show you, right? And I also have golden, right? And just roasting them in aluminum foil is what I do. And then I just grabbed a few things that I throw on them, simply, right? This is a raspberry vinaigrette organic from Trader Joe's. This is a balsamic vinegar with no crap in it. Just be careful, because you can get this, or you can get they call it a glaze. Most people grab the glaze. It oozes out. And when it oozes out, it's because it's got all sorts of crap in it, and syrups and stuff. This is just vinegar. And then what I also sometimes do is just use everything but the bagel. Simple, easy, eating beets, eating the rainbow, good stuff. I would never eat this when I was a kid. And here's another thing that I would never eat as a kid is collard greens. Now I apparently bought 2 of them at Misfit Market. So I'm going to saute them today and just simply put some of this in there, a little garlic powder. I could do this. There's so many ways to easily make simple food. And that's what I wanted to show you. I want to talk about why we should really consider being more plant-based. It doesn't mean you have to be 100%. It means be mindful, because I don't know about you, I see all sorts of cancer centers, and I hear more and more, and it just doesn't stop, and it's just going higher and higher. Everything's just getting. We are in charge of what we eat, and we can change our health. I see it. I know it. The people I follow do it. So you can. And it's just making small little changes. Buy beets. Try it. Make it simple. Instead of thinking that you always have to have your chicken and your light yogurt, read the ingredients and realize that the light yogurt is full of crap. It isn't really yogurt anymore. So we get to vote with our wallets, and we get to be educated consumers. And that's why I'm here, right? So think about fasting, think about plant-based, think about my 21-day challenge, and think about beets. Have a good day.